Gen students, and welcome back to Soldier Unplugged. Today is the first day of English lecture, and today we're going to be starting with nouns. Alright? Now let's see what we're going to be covering in today's class. आज की क्लास में हम पढ़ेंगे कि नाउन के टाइप्स कितने होते हैं एंड उसमें से हम लोग आज सिर्फ 4 मेजर टाइप्स ऑफ नाउन्स कवर करेंगे. हम उसके बाद रूल्स के बारे में पढ़ेंगे कि नाउन्स के लिए हमें क्या क्या रूल्स हैं उनके बारे में पढ़ेंगे. नाउन्स की क्या इंपॉर्टेंस होती है एग्जाम्स रिटन एग्जाम्स में उनके बारे में पढ़ेंगे. We'll also identify the types of the sentences that comes including nouns and we'll also check कुछ जो क्वेश्चंस होते हैं हमारे एग्जाम में उनको कैसी हमारी अप्रोच होनी चाहिए उनको कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे उनके बारे में हम हल्का सा जानेंगे आज. तो आइए पहले जानते हैं कि नाउन क्या है. नाउन इज अ वर्ड दैट नेम्स अ पर्सन, प्लेस, अ थिंग और एन आइडिया. राइट नाउ वी हैव गिवन अ फ्यू पिक्चर्स हियर इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. राइट दिस इज अ ब्रिज व्हिच इज अ नाउन. बुक इज अ नाउन. अ गर्ल दैट्स अगेन अ नाउन. राइट नाउ अब इनके बिना अगर हम एक सेंटेंस फॉर्म कर रहे हैं it does not make sense that the sentence is completed without a noun, right? So it forms a basic unit of a sentence structure. So here only you understand that how important noun is for you, right? Now let's see what are the types of nouns we have, right? हमारे कुछ ये सारे types हैं nouns के. Firstly we have common nouns, next we have proper nouns, concrete nouns, abstract nouns, collective nouns, compound nouns, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Okay, out of these we are going to be just covering these 4 today and these 4 would be covering in the next lecture. All right, so we have for today's class we have common nouns, proper nouns, concrete nouns and abstract nouns. All right, now आइए जानते हैं कि common nouns and proper nouns के बीच में differences क्या है. Okay, common nouns क्या है? These are general names of your general things. For example, dog, book, these are all general things. We are not referring to a particular dog. हम किसी particular कुत्ते को नहीं बोल रहे हैं. We are just referring to dogs in general, right? Same thing for books or a river or a city or a car. Now let's give an example. Now if I say that Raj has a dog, right? I'm not sure what's the dog's name, what breed it is. So it just gives a common idea of that thing, right? River. A river flows beside my house. Now we're not sure which river flows, right? So again, this is a common noun. I come from a city, right? I'm not mentioning which city here, right? Again, from a common noun. I like cars, right? Again, a common noun here. Now let's see how proper noun is different from common noun, right? Proper nouns are nothing but the specific names. As it's already written here, it's specific names. For example, same thing, Bruno. Now, if I say my dog's name is Bruno, right? The word Bruno here comes under proper noun because it's referring to the dog here. If I say Ganga, now Ganga is a river, right? If I say Ganga flows beside my house, now that makes sense because I'm referring to a particular river. And if I say I'm from New Delhi, that gives a better clarity of where I am from. That's the reason that's called a proper noun. Now, I'm a fan of Ford Endeavour, right? Now that I'm giving a good clarity on as to which car I like, right? So that comes under proper noun. Now let's see a difference between your abstract nouns and your concrete nouns. Now abstract nouns. Now what are abstract nouns? They name ideas, qualities or feelings. Firstly, that cannot be perceived by our senses. Example, love, freedom, courage, kindness and anger. These are a few examples of your abstract nouns. क्या हम लव को देख सकते हैं? नहीं. क्या हम लव को छू सकते हैं? नहीं. क्या हम लव को स्मेल कर सकते हैं? Nope. Right? The same thing applies to your freedom. We cannot touch, see or feel the freedom. Right? Same thing comes with your courage, kindness and anger. Right? Now these all come under your abstract nouns. Now same thing, the opposite of this is completely your concrete nouns. It names something that can be seen, heard, touched, smelled or tasted. Right? For example, your table, right? Your table can be seen, your table can be touched, right? Your apple can be tasted, it can be seen, it can be felt, right? That's the reason it comes under concrete nouns. Same thing for your flower. Flower can be smelled, flower can be seen, flower can be touched, right? That's the reason it's coming under concrete nouns. Now let's see a couple of examples here. Now, as we saw in the very first picture, the bridge, right? Now bridge, since we're just referring to a one common bridge, it comes under common noun. We do not have a name here, right? It's a general term for any bridge. Now, if you want to see about the proper noun, a Golden Gate Bridge, right? Now, this refers to a particular bridge. That's the reason it's coming under proper noun, a specific name of a bridge. Concrete noun, since you can see, you can touch, and you can physically see the bridge there, that's the reason bridge also comes under a concrete noun. It can be seen and touched. All right. Let's move on to our next example. The next example is book. Book again, since we're not putting a name ahead of it, just the word book, it refers to a book, any book in general, right? So that's the reason it comes under common noun. But if I give a name to a book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, right? Now this comes under proper noun because I'm referring to a particular book. Specific name of a book, as it says. Now, as you can see and feel the book, right? That's the reason it comes under concrete noun. Book, physical object that can be seen and can be touched, right? That's the reason it comes under concrete noun as well. Now, let's understand a couple of rules. Now, while I'll be discussing the rules, मैं ये चाहता हूँ कि आप लोग जो भी अपनी किताबों में नोट डाउन कर रहे हैं, इन रूल्स को साफ सुथरे तरीके से अपने नोटबुक में लिखें, बिकॉज ये रूल्स जो हैं ये आपको काफी हेल्प करने वाले हैं आपके एग्जाम्स में. ठीक है, आइए जानते हैं हमारा पहला रूल क्या है. पहला रूल ये कहता है कि नाउन्स शोइंग इंफॉर्मेशन हैव ओनली सिंगुलर फॉर्म्स. ऐसे कुछ नाउन्स होते हैं that come only under singular forms. Now the explanation is some nouns like information, evidence, advice, etc. are always singular. Now let's have a detailed discussion on this. Now if I say I require some informations, right? This does not sound correct as well, and this is wrong grammatically as well, right? If I say I need some information, now that's grammatically correct and sounds good as well. That sounds professional. If I say police are looking for some evidence, that sounds grammatically correct. But if at the same time, if I say the police are looking for some evidences, right? That's wrong, right? Now, if I talk about advice as well, right? I need some advisors. Now, that's again a wrong form of sentence. I need some advice. That's the correct form of sentence, right? Now, let's see certain examples here. She gave me a lot of informations, right? The word S here, since it should be plural, this is wrong here. The correct form would be she gave me a lot of information. All right. Now let's check on our next example. As we discussed, I need some useful advices. We were just talking about this, right? Iska correct form kya hoga? I need some useful advice. This is going to be the correct form of your sentence. Now let's come to the next example. There is no concrete evidences against him, right? This is an incorrect form. Why? Because this is in plural form, right? It should be always in singular. Correct. The correct form of the sentence is there is no concrete evidence against him. Let's move on to our next rule. अगर मैं आपको लग रहा है कि मैं हल्का फास्ट जा रहा हूं, प्लीज इस वीडियो को पॉज करके उसी समय रूल को पॉज करके रूल को नोट डाउन कर लीजिएगा, so that you have a note in front of you as well. Okay. Rule 2 says some nouns have the same form in singular and plural, both. Okay. इसके explanation पे आते हैं. Explanation says certain nouns like sheep, deer, fish do not change in plural form. Alright, आइए इसके बारे में कुछ एग्जांपल्स देखते हैं. I saw many sheep in the field. Right? अगर हम एक झुंड को देखते हैं तो हम क्या बोलते हैं? Sheeps. Right? Now that's wrong. Right? The correct form of the sentence should be I saw many sheep in the field. Okay? Let's move on to the next example. We spotted a few deers in the forest. Right? Now many of the students as well think that the first sentence is actually correct. Right? Because it sounds correct. Deers. Right? But that's actually not right. The correct form of the sentence is we spotted a few deer in the forest. Now this is the exact form of sentence. So please make sure that you are understanding how and when the plural and the singular form should be used of a particular noun. Okay. Now let's see a next example. The aquarium has many fishes. Right? The correct form of the sentence should be the aquarium has many fish. I hope आप सबको यहाँ पे समझ में आ रहा होगा. And अगर कुछ भी डाउट है, कहीं पे भी आप अटक रहे हो, प्लीज मेक श्योर कि आप हमारी संडे की जो डाउट क्लियरेंस सेशंस हैं उसमें अटेंड करें एंड ये सारे डाउट्स मेरे को पूछिए एंड आई विल बी हैप्पी इनफ टू असिस्ट यू देयर. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू रूल नंबर 3. सम नाउन्स ओनली हैव प्लूरल फॉर्म्स. आइए इसका एक्सप्लेनेशन देते हैं. नाउन्स लाइक ट्राउजर्स, सिजर्स, टोंग्स एक्सेट्रा ऑलवेज एग्जिस्ट इन प्लूरल फॉर्म. राइट? नाउ इफ आई एम गोइंग टू बाय I'm going to buy trousers, that's grammatically correct. If I say I need a trouser, that's wrong sentence. Right? Now let's see a couple of examples here. My scissor is sharp. Right? Usually India में लोग ऐसी बात करते हैं. Right? Because the grammatical mistakes have to be corrected here. That's the reason we have conducted these classes for you, so that you know that you differ yourself from the people, because you are the future leaders of the world and you need to make sure that your professionalism stands at its best. Okay? The correct form of the sentences would be my scissors are sharp. You also see यहाँ पे is and are का फर्क आ रहा है. Right? Now that's the reason, don't worry, हम ऐसे जब कंटिन्यूस प्रैक्टिस करते रहेंगे, आई विल मेक श्योर दैट आप भी एक आसान और एक मजेदार तरीके से इंग्लिश को एक आसान भाषा भी बनाएंगे. Now let's move on to the next example. The trouser is too tight for me. Right? Again, the word trouser, it should be trousers. Correct form of the sentences would be the trousers are too tight for me. Next, आइए अगले एग्जाम्पल पे. I need to buy a new spectacle. Right? लोगों को लगता है कि अगर मैं बस एक अकेला चश्मा खरीदना जा रहा हूं तो बस स्पेक्टिकल होगा, स्पेक्टिकल्स की होगा, बट नहीं, इसका करेक्ट फॉर्म ऑफ सेंटेंस होगा I need to buy new spectacles. Okay? Now, let's see the importance of the nouns in exams. Okay? Noun related questions appear in the sentence correction, but not only in the sentence correction but also error spotting and your comprehension. So आप देख रहे हैं कि आपकी sentence correction, error spotting and comprehension, the three major parts of your exam, इन तीनों में आपके nouns का बहुत इस्तेमाल होगा. So you need to make sure that your base is strong and correct. Okay? Understanding the types of the noun is key to improving your grammar skills. Now, it's not only just for your written exam, but also for your verbal exam as well. Now, by verbal I mean, आप जब अपने एग्जाम क्लियर करके जब आपकी SSBs आएंगी, उस एग्जाम में आपको इंग्लिश पे बात करना पड़ेगा. You need to make sure that you're grammatically correct, you're speaking correct as well, right? So that you need to make sure your bases are correct. Now, there's a question here. Athletes must exercise regularly to stay in shape, right? Now, the word athletes here, this comes under noun. राइट ऐसे क्वेश्चन भी हमें देखे हैं एग्जाम में आते हुए. आइए अगले कुछ आइडेंटिफाई द टाइप ऑफ सेंटेंसेस करते हैं. नाउ यू नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई द टाइप ऑफ द नाउन इन द अंडरलाइन सेंटेंस. ओके, द वर्ड सन हियर, द सन राइजेस इन ईस्ट. द वर्ड सन हियर, नाउ लेट्स सी हाउ वी विल बी checking on this question. Is it a common noun? Do we have many suns in the universe? Nope. Is it a concrete noun? Is it a abstract noun or is it a proper noun? Right? Sun काफी दूर है, so we cannot obviously see or touch it, right? Abstract noun, we can obviously, we know कि okay, it's a physical thing. अभी यहाँ पे नहीं है, but कहीं तो है. But we know it's a proper noun since because we are speaking about a particular star, right? So hence the answer is proper noun. आइए अगले पे चेक करते हैं. Honesty is the best policy, right? Now जहाँ इस सेंटेंस में जो policy का मतलब है, this is not a paper policy जो आपके सामने है, right? It is the best policy that we have to follow in our general lives, right? Is it a concrete noun? No. Are we talking about a common noun? No. Is it a proper noun? Again, no. Since it's something that we're talking about a policy in general of your life, it comes under abstract noun. All right. Let's move on to our next example. I bought a new laptop yesterday. Right. It's a very vague. It's a very vague statement. I'm not referring to any particular brand. I'm not mentioning HP laptop. I'm not mentioning Dell laptop. Right. So can it be a proper noun? No. Can it be an abstract noun? We can obviously feel and touch the laptop. So hence this option is also scratched out. Collective nouns on those are basically a group of things, right? I'll explain this to you in the next class. But hence it's going to be a common noun. Alright. Now since you can see and touches as well, अगर concrete option होता so आप concrete भी select कर सकते थे. Okay. It's also under concrete noun. Let's move on to our next. She felt an overwhelming sense of joy after winning the competition, right? Now the word joy here, we just discussed that the sense of feelings, the sense of something that's within you, right? Which you cannot see and touch, that comes under abstract noun. So iska jawab hoga abstract noun. It's that simple, right? So once you have an understanding of what noun is and you know how you can actually take things become very easy. Okay? Let's come on to the next. Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world, right? We are referring to a particular peak here, right? So, can it be an abstract noun? We know Mount Everest exists, so hence abstract noun is cancelled. Are we referring to any highest peak in the world or any mountain? So hence common noun is also scratched out. Are we referring to a group of mountains? So hence collective noun is also scratched out. Hence what's the answer? Proper noun. Alright, let's move on to the next. The book on the table belongs to me, right? The word book, am I mentioning which book is it? Is it a history book? Is it a physics book? Is it Pathfinder? Any particular book? No, right? So hence the proper noun is scratched out. Can we see and touch the book? Yes, we can. So hence the abstract noun is also scratched out here. Is it a collective noun? Are we referring to a group of books? No. So hence it's a concrete noun. That's right. Now let's solve some exam questions here. Okay. Now I'll show you how nouns are important. You know how your sentence and your grammatically your grammar language actually plays a vital role in your exam. Okay. Now you need to find the error in this. Okay. Lavanya hasn't gone to work yesterday. Right. Now they have given us three parts. Lavanya hasn't gone is one part, to work is another part, yesterday is another part, or the fourth option they're giving us is no error. Okay. Now, if we see this grammatically, do you think there's a mistake here? Hasn't gone? If it says Lavanya hasn't gone the work since yesterday, that would make more sense. But हम अगर सिर्फ कल की बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, so the sentence form should be Lavanya. Let's see, Lavanya didn't go. Right? Now let's have a check. Lavanya didn't go to work yesterday. Now that's the correct form of sentence. All right. Now let's check our next example. Look, the boy over there wears the same sweater as you. Right? Now let's see the sentence. Either, what do you think the error is here in the first sentence, or wears the same sweater, or in the next as you? Or do you think there's no error? Let's take 2 seconds. Think of an answer in your head and we'll discuss the answer in the next. Okay? आइए बात करते हैं. Now if I same thing, if I just change the sentence a little bit. Look, the boy over there is wearing the same sweater as you. That sounds better, and that's actually grammatically correct as well. Let's see the answer. The answer also says replace wears with is wearing. Let's have a check here. The boy over there is wearing the same sweater as you. See, it's that simple. Let's move on to the next. It begins to turn dark. Shall I switch on the lights? क्या आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे it begins में थोड़े हमें ढंग से बैठ नहीं रहा. So let's change this. We'll put an is here and we'll change the form of the word here, beginning. It is beginning to turn dark. Shall I switch on the lights? That sounds correct, right? Let's check the answer, and that's right. We need to replace begins with is beginning, right? It is beginning to turn dark. Shall I switch on the lights? That sounds correct. Okay. Now let's have a quick recap of what we have learned today. All right. हमने आज जाना कि कितने टाइप्स ऑफ नाउन्स होते हैं, एंड उसमें से हमने जो 4 नाउन्स कवर किए हैं वो आपके सामने हैं. कॉमन नाउन्स के बारे में आप ढंग से समझ पाएंगे. इट इज अ जनरल कैटेगरी ऑफ समथिंग. Proper nouns, we are referring to a particular thing with its name. Abstract noun is something that we cannot see, touch, or feel. Concrete noun is just the opposite of abstract nouns that we can see, touch, and feel. Okay? We also discussed a couple of rules of nouns, right? Rule 1, nouns showing information have only singular forms. Rule number 2, some nouns have the same form in singular and plural. Rule number 3, some nouns only have plural forms. इसके बाद हमने डिस्कस किया था इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ नाउन्स इन द एग्जाम्स, है ना, कि आपके सिर्फ रिटन एग्जाम में जरूरी नहीं है, बट आपकी जो इसके बाद एसएसबीज भी आ रही है, ना कि सिर्फ एसएसबी, बट इसके बाद जब आप ऑफिसर बन जाएंगे, वंस यू आर इन अ पोजीशन ऑफ कमांडिंग पीपल, यू नीड टू मेक श्योर दैट योर इंग्लिश इज राइट एंड यू आर एबल टू कमांड पीपल विद द राइट नंबर ऑफ सेंटेंसेस एंड यू आर स्पीकिंग प्रिसाइसली. ओके. नाउ उसके बाद हमने चेक किए थे व्हाट आर द टाइप्स ऑफ सेंटेंसेस. वी आइडेंटिफाइड couple of sentences there, after which we also checked a couple of exam questions, है ना. सो ओवरऑल आई वांट यू टू आल्सो हैव अ क्विक चेक ऑन योर क्लास. इसके बाद में आपको नोट्स भी दिए जाएंगे, नोट्स को गो थ्रू करिए, आराम से उसके बारे में पढ़िए, एंड प्लीज डू लेट मी नो इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट्स इन द सेंटर सेशन. ओके. नाउ आफ्टर ईच क्लास फ्रॉम टुडे ऑनवर्ड्स आई वुड बी गिविंग यू अ सर्टेन लिस्ट ऑफ वर्ड्स हियर, एज यू कैन सी हियर. ओके. नाउ दीज वर्ड्स will be some new words that you will be learning on a day-to-day basis, right? I also not only learning, I want you to start using these words on your daily basis, ताकि ये जो words हैं ये आपके दिमाग में आ जाएं. This will add to your vocabulary. Okay? So पहला word देखते हैं, tangible, something that can be touched, felt or measured physically. Do you think this can be related to any of the nouns that we just learned? That's correct. Concrete nouns, right? Now intangible, something that cannot be touched or physically measured. Any ideas here? That's correct. This is your abstract nouns. The next is perceptible, something that can be perceived or noticed often through your senses or intellect, right? Now, but these 3 words आप इनको ढंग से प्रैक्टिस करेंगे और अपने डेली यूज में लाएंगे. So students, आज के लिए इतना ही. मिलते हैं अगली क्लास में. जय हिंद.